Hello, good evening. Oh, everything's not where I left it. There we go. It is Monday, so it's monthly mate time. Apologies, I am running a little bit late tonight. Bear had a Christmas carol that went on a little bit. So yeah, one of those evenings. Evening, Victoria. Oh, we've got a newbie with us as well. Good evening. So, it is monthly make. We are going to be having some fun tonight using our fox. Sorry, my ears are still ringing. Evening, Mum. So we're going to be using our lovely little fox for our monthly make and all our bits. Yeah, your stamps won't look like mine, will they? Yours will all nicely be put away, whereas mine are just thrown anywhere on my desk. So that is what we're going to do tonight. I have got two card sizes in front of me. I think I'm going to start with a 5x7. You know I love my 5x7s. I really do. So I'm thinking a bit of fox action. And then I'm hoping we might use some of our little borders across, obviously to make a border, that'll then have our happy birthday on it. So it's going to be a bit of trial and error, I think. But I think it should work. I'm actually changing my mind on what I want to do with that bit down at the bottom. So, bear with. I'm hoping, oh yes, I do have, oh. I should have stood up to do that. I shouldn't have just dragged everything off. Nearly heard a big crash as everything came off my guillotine. So what I'm thinking is, if this is big enough, oh it is, we're going to have a strip, a saying, and then our little fox. Yes, that is my plan. So it's a bit of a chicken and egg, not quite sure where to start. Start with some border action, I think. What we might even do, oh no, I was going to say what we might even do is put a word in the middle of it, but that doesn't mean anything because we're going to put a saying over at the top. Whew. Anyway, let's get going. So I'm going to stick with, I actually quite like the green dimiter that we did last week. So, was it Spanish moss or Olympic? We will find out in a minute which one it was. I should use a little bit of this one. Because that green looked really good, didn't it, last week? Not that one, the other one. I know straight away it's not that one. I know we're going to have green hearts. Is that a big deal? No, we are. We're going to have green hearts. Or greeny red hearts in this case. So all I'm doing is creating a little border. I'm making it seem really difficult and it's not. It's just me faffing until I decide fully what we're going to do. So I'm feeling very Christmassy after my carol service this afternoon. Had Little Donkey played on the recorder. Oof. That was new. We've not had that before. Right, I think that should be plenty. I love these little borders. They're just so useful, aren't they? That's going to sit across there like so. Ooh, yeah. And might as well do all the bits in one go, hand side, and then we can work on our foxy look, see. Downside is I've not got in here as warm as I normally do. So we have our happy birthday. I'm actually going to go brown with this. I'm hoping it's on my desk. If it's not, yes it is. There it is. So I keep using pine cones. When I say I'm using brown ink, it is pine cones of VersaFine. It is very nice. It is a nice colour. I want this as small as possible, so you can see I'm just eyeballing, getting the edges as small and as equal as possible. There we go. Don't know why I'm stamping in this corner, it makes it harder, doesn't it? So we've got a happy birthday, And then, decision time. Are we going to stamp our fox onto the card directly or not? You know what, I think we are. So we're going to have this and then that over the top. And then we are going to put our fox up at the top. And I think that should be fine, shouldn't it, just stamp directly onto it. I am faffing, aren't I, tonight? It's because I've not got an idea. Well, I have. Evening, Lynn. Oh, to be honest, I was late, wasn't I? So you're not the only one that's running a little late tonight. Feeling all in that festive, feeling the festive cheer. It was lovely, and this year's really hard as well because it's Bear's last year in primary school, so we're trying to embrace all the school stuff. I think I moved that last minute. So we're trying to do as much as we can. It'll be our last ever carol concert. It's after big school. Right, so let's get this dry. I'm going to go rustic again with this one, I think. I did say I think. She loves this little foxy. Yeah, little foxy locks. He has had a very exciting day actually, because it was their Christmas dinner day thing at school as well. And this year, instead of going to, they normally go to a pantomime, but they didn't this year. And instead of Father Christmas coming, they had a magician come. So they've had a show as well at school today. So that was nice for him. You know, a bit of blue. Oh, not rose red. We're going to go pink. And I need a fox colour. I'm going to just choose orange today. There we go. Yeah. I had a visit from a magician, not Father Christmas this year. But to be fair, everybody was talking about the magician, so he must have been a good magician. So again, I'm just going to add a little bit of colour to our little foxy. I've got all bits and pieces on my desk again. There we go. So I should add in a little bit of orange to our foxy. And if we get a chance, we'll do another card, but we'll keep it to the traditional Scandi colours of red and... I always say red and white, but it's actually red and cream, isn't it? Red and off-white. I want this to look very, very subtle. I'm not even doing the best colour in them either. Do. Okay. So is anyone else feeling the festive cheer? I've got to say, there's nothing quite like hearing Away in a Manger, high pitched. You know it's that time of the year then, don't you? And like I said, Little Donkey played on a recorder. Whew. It was lovely and the kids did really well. That's what we were expecting. There we go. Oh. Pop that on there. I'm going to dry this. The reason I'm drying it is because obviously we brush out anything moist or, you know, mildly damp. The pigment just gets hold of it and starts to spread. So in this case, when I come to put my green or my pink or my blue in, it's just going to suck. It's just going to run straight away. So if you dry it, yes, it will reactivate, but it needs to be a bit wetter than just adding it now. It won't move as quick, if that makes sense. So it doesn't have to be perfectly dry, it just needs to be not wet. Yeah. So now when I come to put this brush out again, which will be very wet, it'll take a lot longer to reactivate the brush out that's already done. Actually, I'm going to go a little bit more concentrated so I don't have to get it as wet. Just like that. I'm not sure I've actually just put my hand in the water. Delightful. There we go. Oh, dry my table a bit better. Covered that everywhere, haven't I? Whoops. Right, and then I do my little love hearts. All I need is smidgen. There we go. And it's not like me working directly onto our bottom layer of card, but I'm hoping this will work. Like that. There we go. Right, and then finally we're going to do our turquoise. A little sprinkle dinkle. And again, I'm trying not to make it too moist, too wet, so it doesn't run everywhere. So I've got to admit, when I designed this, I thought these are going to take forever to colour in and do anything with, but they don't, do they? They are so nice to work with. Now the little fox. Oops. They're making a right mess tonight, aren't they? Tidy that paintbrush up a little bit more because we're going to need it again in a minute. I'll just give it up as a bad job, that paintbrush. Move on to another one. There we go. Right, so let's give that a quick dry. to do with it. So, I'm going to grab these two back and move that back up there. So I've got my little saying. I do love this saying. It is such a nice, it's unusual, isn't it? Unusual saying. Not in what it says, but in how it looks. So I do think we might need a few more of these. There we go. So we've got our little saying. And, ooh, sorry, I just bopped the microphone up. Oh, it's meant to be. Perfect little border. As long as I'm leaving myself enough room. Should be. If I do that bit there. I want to leave myself enough room on it to go behind our little beady bopper thingamabob. Yeah, technical term that one. And put it down to an inch. Oh, that's not very straight, is it? There we go, right. And then we should. Oh, it's not big enough. No. I did think of pushing it up a little bit there. Without having to stand up on my big guillotine. Right, let me just chop this down. Oh, not on top of you. That's really naughty, isn't it? Yeah, we don't rest on top of our work. Especially not when we've just painted it. Oh. Note to self, don't move something once you've started chopping it in your guillotine. I am faffing, aren't I, tonight? I'm getting there. I know what I meant to ask. How's everyone finding the advent calendar? Well, it's not a calendar. Our Christmas countdown. I can't call it a calendar because it's not a calendar, is it? It's a Christmas calendar. There we go. See, I got there in the end. Oh, even if I did make a bit of a mess. I got there in the end. Got a teeny tiny little strip. I should have some glue somewhere. I've seen my glue. I've got a new one because I got my pin stuck in the end of my other one. Make sure I'm putting the glue in the right place. There we go. Oops, nearly. I've got to admit, I absolutely loved doing today's background for our new tag. One of my favourites so far. Yeah, just don't look at that bottom bit where I've not quite cut it very straight. Where I chewed it with my guillotine rather than cut it. Yep. So that's going to go on there. Oh, it just fits. And then we've got you as well. Whilst I've got the glue open, I'll do that one. I'll pop it on there. Don't know about you, but I love that rough side of craft card. I'd rather use that than the smooth side. There we go. And then we just need to faff a bit until we are happy with where this gets positioned. Now, can you see I have got, I don't know if you can quite see, a bigger red mark across, so we are going to have to ground our little foxy loxy in a minute. to try and hide the fact that I've got red brusho like strewn across everything. I don't even know if that's the right word, but it is. It's there. Just get that out of the way. I know, I'm being messy tonight. Put that back on there. Like so. I think I said this last time we used green, but we don't need green often enough, do we? And I'm just going to trim this down. It always needs to if you do it with your guillotine, but since I've just got mine going everywhere. See, that's going to look perfect, isn't it? Them borders, I do love them little border stamps. Put my lid back on there. But before I do anything else, we just need to sort out our fox, our floating fox. Because we don't want that. And we don't want him with red bits going everywhere either. So I'm going to go really lightly and just give him a bit of a grounding. There we go. There we go. See, didn't need to do much at all, did we? Give that a quick dry. Let's see if I can get green ink all over my desk again this time. So I'm not going to, I should really dry that with a heat gun, but I'm not going to because I've just put my gully one there, haven't I? So, probably don't want to be doing that. What I should really do as well before I do anything else is pop it on. Ooh! Pay attention to which way I'm putting mine. There we go. You don't quite see as much of that border as I was hoping you would, but I still really like it. So I'm just going to stick this onto my base card. I forgot. Daisy. But how quick and easy is that? I know, she says showing you two big hands. There we go. Oh. I nearly put my hand in the green, but it's actually dried. So, there you go. Super quick and easy. A little 5x7 using our... I've moved that red again. My brusho wasn't quite dry. Using that gorgeous little foxy and our brushos. So, that was a 5x7. I did say I've got a 6x6 here as well. And I wanted to do more... more of the traditional red and white. Yep. So that is what I'm going to do next. So I need to have a think. I need to have a bit of a think. I do like the idea of him being there, but will I get the same colour? I might do. Maybe not. That would work, wouldn't it, if I kind of do it that way this time? Yep, she says. And you know what I'm going to do? Very, very similar to that one. Yep, so very similar idea to that one, but in red and white and on a 6-inch card instead. So, we need red. We need some red. And it is not a colour I normally stamp in, because normally it goes to crime scene quite quickly. Because I'm not the neatest of crafters, as you've probably gathered. So anytime I stamp with red or craft with red, it goes crime scene. It goes nice, nice, nice crime scene. So I think that's going to be a nice colour. And we're going to go with, I'm thinking again, our little fox. I'm looking at the other one actually and thinking, I really do like that. So yeah, we're gonna do red fox. I know. Red fox, I know. Hopefully we will make it work. I'm going to pop this right as tight as I can in the bottom corner. That was the proper mancunian in me coming out, wasn't it? There we go. Give it a bit of a press. There we go. Do like it. So let's give that a quick blast with my heat gun, and then it's decision time again, isn't it? Are we going to? Well, how are we going to colour it in? Is one thing. It's more of a burgundy than a red, isn't it? I will admit that. But I need to be brave, don't I? And embrace the colour. I'm actually thinking age mahogany, if I can find it. It's not one I use very often, so you might have to bear with me while I have a bit of a root. I'm yawning now. It has been a very, very long day. Bear with 2 minutes whilst I find... Oh my giddy aunt, I can find it straight away. There we go. I really didn't think I would find that easy. I did. So I'm just going to pop some on my desk so we can get a bit of a colour. Squeaky chair back again. There we go. And need to move on the chair. There we go. Let's see if I fixed my squeaks. I have actually got, well, it's a different chair. It's a little lady's chair. She got a new one that's got no handles, no arms even. So she said I could have her old one. Which I was like, I was excited. I've done that wrong, haven't I? I shouldn't have done that, baby, but never mind. And I'm having a bit of a, ooh, what should I paint? What shouldn't I paint? I think Age Mahogany actually works quite well with that. Which one did I use in the end? Crimson, was it? Crimson red. They're both a bit like dusky reds, aren't they? I am concentrating. I think because it's such a bold colour. I know, I always get quiet down, so I'm concentrating. So this time I am just going to colour in our floral element. I'm not going to colour in all of our fox. Gone a bit dark there. Didn't need to go that dark, never mind. and keep adding to. I'm trying not to add too much water. My problem is I'm trying not to add too much water to this, because I don't want the oxide to run too much. But by doing that, I'm making it really dry and it doesn't want to move on my brush. That chicken and egg situation going on. Do I need more water? Less water? Oops. Painting my own fingers now. They're saying that I've been working on something with Little Lady and she covered me in all sorts of colours yesterday. It's not even all come off. Right, and then it's quite watery, so he's going to have this bit. This is either going to work or it's not. Now I'm going to do the end of his tail as well. It might be a girl fox, to be honest. Never really asked it. I just drew it. There we go. Right. So we have quite a nice little bit of fox going on. And I know it's not quite as red as the Scandi traditional colours are, but it's going to work. Now, but I do love how quickly these cards come together. Don't take any time at all. So I'll give this a quick blast with my heat gun again. There we go. Right, so we want our happy birthday up in this top corner, don't we? Well, I do. And then I think I can't decide now what I want to do with it. See, we could just put that in the top corner and I think it'd look fine, but I want to use some of our little borders as well. So I'm going to stamp it, and then we've got it to play with, haven't we? I think it's going to fit on here. Oh, can you hear the helicopter? There we go. I'm going to stick with our red. I'm being brave now. I'm super brave. Okay. Start that off as well. I think everything but the bit I need. I'm just going to stamp it down here because it's only a little bit of paper. There we go. There we go. It'll do. Not the best stamping in the world. So again, I'm just making sure this is dry before I go touching it, because you know I'm just going to put my finger in it and end up with inky pinkies everywhere, because that is one of my favourite things to do. And what I could do with is some red, just to take a smidge. A bit of that in, don't I? That's better. Right, now we can have a quick look and see what we want to do. I'm going to have this up here. See, I am still thinking we pop like we've done on this one. So use the same layout idea. Yeah, we are. But what I'm going to have to do is just grab some red card. So bear with. Oh. There we go, look at that. Hey, it's alright. Good night for my scrap box, isn't it? Coming up trumps tonight. I was going to say, just make sure they're the right length before I praise it too much. Stick that together before I lose that. I just need another little strip of white card. I know it's not very often that my scrap box gives me the perfect size scraps. I can only find pieces that are a little bit too small. Never that are the perfect fit like this one. So we have, oh, Mr. Guillotine. That's going to go there. I'm just reaching over everything here. So I am faffing because I can't make up my mind if we are going to stamp directly, because see, that looks okay. You could send it like that, but I would have moved it slightly. Whether we're going to stamp a strip like we did before and pop that on there or not, because the fox looks like he's looking at it. At it again, he might be a girl. So I think decisions. I think so. Should we go for it? If we don't like it, we don't have to add it on, do we? So I'm going to use this piece. Where's my red gone? There it is. And let's go with our other one, shall we? Get rid of this one. But they do make very, very quick little cards, or big cards, depending what size card you want to make. I'll put that on the wrong end of my stamp now. My stamping block. There we go. So we are going to grab our ink. Now I did think you could put gems in the middle of those little hearts as well, if you wanted to. Depends if you wanted a sparkly fox or not. There we go. Bring that up again, because I think we need to do most of this piece, don't we? Put that there, give it a bit of a oomph until we're happy with it. There we go. Leave that another dry. So there's nothing worse than stamping, is it? And then you come to move it on your paper and you smudge it on. And yes, I do that all the time. Last. So these are the more traditional colours that I was thinking of when I designed this stamp set. And then, oops, it does need the red border, doesn't it? So I didn't know whether I was going to stamp directly or use like a little bit like we did on our other one, but I'm going to do exactly the same, just this one is red and 6x6, not 5x3, no 5x7. Where am I going with my numbers tonight? There we go. Again, I'm just going to trim this down. Stop leaving things on top of what we're working on. Ooh, that's a bit big. There we go, that's better. And then again, we are just going to position this until we are happy. That red only just fits. So it needs to go about there, doesn't it? Just got the colour of heart peeking out. There we go. So I'm just going to move that to the side so it gives me a bit of a guide. Oh, that rhymed, didn't it? Side guide. Oh, it's on the wrong side. So. And then we can pop this on here. And I bet actually we could. I keep doing that, don't I? I start this conversation and I never quite get to it. It's okay. Let me just turn it down so it's going to bother me if I don't. There we go. I am going to put a little gem, I think, in those. I've got some quite big ones as well. There we go. You know what? I'm going to bling our little fox up quite a bit. Because that's a really simple card, isn't it, this one? We've basically used red. Red, red and more red. And then, let's see if I have any. I do have some cut already. Get myself in a pickle with gems. So if I'd have thought about this, I would have done my border so that you saw more of those lovely hearts. Yeah. And then whilst I'm, in for a penny and in for a pound and all that, we have them little dots that I normally do with I don't know if you can quite see what I'm doing actually. I was doing it off the table. Oops. Just throwing them around everywhere. And they decided to stick to my table. You know what? While we're blinking up a little bit, you're going to be like the fanciest fox you've ever seen. Fancy, fancy fox. It's going to look like our house did that Christmas. Rosie got one of those, they were like a little jewel thing, and she went round sticking everything with a jewel. Was it bedazzles? Something like that. Going back many years. She literally covered the house within like Christmas Day and Boxing Day with them. And wondered why she didn't have any left. There we go, one more. And we have Actually, he looks really cool, doesn't he, with a little bit of bling on. Oh dear, where did that just ping off to? Just dual my jumper. I've got a big fluffy jumper on, so I'm not getting that back in a hurry. There we go. We have... I wasn't going to do that, but hey ho. Yeah, I just ended up dueling my little jewel. So we have done 2 really quick cards today, using a similar idea of our borders to create almost like a ribbon effect across. Look at that, Mr. Sparkle Pants. Anyway, so we've used our borders to create almost like a ribbon band across our cards, and then we've used our lovely happy birthday to you with our foxies. So brush out, oxide for that one. But how simple are they? Really quick and easy, and they look pretty cool, don't they? I do like that. To be fair, I do like that red one, even though I said I don't like working with red. I do think it worked out quite well. So that is it from me tonight. We'll be back next Monday. I think it's the 23rd, isn't it, next Monday? And so we will be back next Monday at 7. Promise I'll be on time next week. We'll finish school by then, so we'll definitely be on time. So yeah, that's it from me tonight. Thank you for joining me. Do take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.